If you've ever shopped for a pair of running shoes, you've probably done this without even realizing it. You click around a few websites, you see some for $60, you see some for $120, you see some for $180. And after a few minutes, you kind of just know. A decent pair of running shoes is about $120. Nobody told you that. You didn't research it deeply, you just absorbed it. That number in your head, that's called a reference price. Reference price is not a hard number. It's a psychological, subconscious benchmark that your brain forms while you're shopping around. Stick around, because I'm going to show you a simple way to apply this powerful idea to pricing headshot sessions. So let's go back to those running shoes. Once that reference price is in your head, every decision you make is based on it. A $60 pair feels cheap. A $200 pair feels expensive. But a pair around $120, give or take a few bucks, feels about right. That's how people make buying decisions, not based on logic, based on context. Now let's apply that to headshots. When someone is looking for a headshot photographer, they usually don't land on a website and book right away. They shop around, they look at a few photographers, they compare pricing, they get a feel for what things cost, and very quickly, they form a reference price in their head. So, okay, headshots in my area seem to be around $250. At this stage, they're not digging into the details. They're not thinking about session length, number of looks, or deliverables. They're just trying to understand the market. So don't worry yet about what's included. Focus on figuring out what that reference price is in your area. In this example, about $250. Now you might be thinking, $250 isn't a lot of money for a headshot session. I agree, but here's the important part. The reference price for headshots isn't the final sale. It's the entry point. We'll come back to that in a minute. Once you know the reference price in your market, it becomes a positioning decision. Just like those running shoes, every brand has to decide where they fit in their market. It's the same with headshots. You can position yourself as budget, lower entry point, simpler offerings, higher volume, mid-market, balanced pricing, strong value, most competitive space, luxury, higher entry point, premium experience, and strong branding. Since that reference price people form in their minds becomes what they think of as the middle, where you price yourself in relation to that determines your position in the market. And everything about your brand has to match that decision. Your message, your experience, your offerings. If those don't line up, things can feel off to the consumer. And when things feel off, people don't book. For example, if you position yourself as luxury, you have to justify it. That could be image quality, level of service, years of experience, reputation, exclusive clientele, or a combination of those things. Either way, if you position yourself as the luxury option, you have to clearly show why. Let's take a quick break. If you want to go deeper into headshots, I have a full online course called The Business of Headshots. It's a step-by-step breakdown of pricing, websites, marketing, and systems to help you build a six-figure headshot business using the same methods I use in my business today. If you decide to enroll, you can apply the code YouTube when you sign up for 25% off. I'll link that below. Now, let's walk through putting pricing together. Let's say you research your market and find the reference price is around $250. If you're aiming for a mid-market position, you might want to set your session fee just above that, say $275. That creates a sense of value without jumping all the way into a luxury position. Now, let's talk about image pricing. I don't like including images in the session fee. I'm a big believer that session fees and images should be separate. It leads to better sales, and it gives you more flexibility. For example, you can easily run a promotion where you include an image for a limited time in order to attract more leads. We use a per image price in our studio, and I like to keep that price close to the session fee, but a bit lower. So in this example, the session fee is $275. Images are $195 each. And now you have a clear, research-backed entry price, a simple structure that clients understand, a flexible pricing model that's easy to deploy, and sustainable pricing that will result in great sales, as long as you provide the images and the experience to back up that pricing. Now, the question is, how do you actually figure out the reference price in your market? I've got great news for you. I already did it for you. If you signed up for my email newsletter, Photographers Only, using the link below, you'll get a PDF with an AI prompt that walks you through it. You can use it to quickly figure out the reference price in your area and use that info to start building a great pricing model for your business. And you get my newsletter. Every week I send out tips, videos, gear ideas, and links to where I'm speaking next. It's actually pretty great. I think you'll like it. At the end of the day, pricing is going to vary from market to market. And how you position your business is up to you. But the key things to remember are: do your research, price sustainably, and start with clear financial goals. If you want to dive deep into it, check out the Business of Headshots and use the code YouTube for 25% off. And if this was helpful, like, subscribe, and share the video. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.